What's up, everybody? It's your girl Kiwana, and I am back with Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 9, Episode 4. 1 is the loneliest number. Before I start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the videos so I can stay in the algorithm, y'all. I appreciate all of the new subscribers. Y'all, I'm trying to get to 500, of course. I was just trying to get my numbers up. So I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all like my videos. And just so I won't have to say this on the back end. Tomorrow I will upload all the Queen's Men and just like that. And the next time y'all gonna see videos is Sunday. I'm not sure what time I'm gonna pre-record. I'm gonna go live with Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I know it's gonna be Sunday. But it won't be till like Sunday evening. Like, I won't be back, so I just need to give myself time to get reacclimated. But yes, Sunday evening. And what else? Monday I will do the Heart and Hustle Houston video. I'll do a pre-recorded on that one. And then I'll put a link up for Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I can go live on that one. But if not, if I'm too tired, y'all, I'm not sure yet, I will probably have to give y'all a pre-recorded, only because coming back, I'll be returning Sunday probably afternoon, so I'm gonna try to do it before I go to bed. But yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna get all my videos out, and that's the goal. All right. Anyway, Season 9, Episode 4. 1 is the loneliest number. Now, Tyler, we had a good thing going. Episode 1, 2, 3. Now, you done pissed me off. And I'm going to tell you at the end why you done pissed me off. Okay? Get it together, Tyler. We had a good thing. Okay? I got questions. I got comments, concerns, and loud outbursts. But they won't be loud. But they're going to be a little outbursts. All right? This the first thing that pissed me off. Okay? They walk in the door. Why the hell y'all ain't called Pam? Nobody thought to check on Pam and tell Pam what was going to hell on, so that girl won't bring Tua everything. So when Danny walked in the door, she saw Tua everything. You're looking at Pam like, what are you doing? We have to hide this. Y'all ain't. I'm sorry. I had to say that. Y'all ain't tell Pam nothing, right? So how's she supposed to know? How is she supposed to know this lady done lost a baby and Karen almost was unalived? Y'all ain't called Pam and tell Pam shit. Y'all could have called that lady. Somebody could have texted and said something. All right? Karen is frustrated, rightfully so. And Pam feels really bad. Like, she did not know. But we found out that Aaron and Karen's baby name is Faith. And she was such a cutie patootie, okay? Cute little baby. Just cute little baby, okay? Karen ain't talking. When I tell y'all, Ebony Obsidian gave these past 4 episodes. She almost made me cry. She almost got me. When she was in the bed talking to her mom. So Karen get in the bed. The girls are in there with her. And she was like, last time I was here, both of the babies was with her. And the ladies comfort her and validate her, and let her know she's going to be okay. She tells Sabrina, she snaps on Sabrina. Because at this point, Sabrina don't know what to say. Like, she trying to say all the right things, right? It just seemed like whatever she say, it don't come out right. So over at Fatima's house, Zach, angry, hurt, understandable, right? He's put he's, getting Fatima to try to get out the house. I think he just wanted to have a moment. But I also need one thing I do. Well, no, I'm not. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself, because I don't want to be hurtful, right, y'all? I honestly, because this is real people stuff. Everybody may not like Tyler Perry, but we dealing with real life issues. So I don't know anything about going through this. I know about going through grief, but not like this, right? So Fatima's trying to help, and I think, Zach thinks she's being a bit pushy, and sometimes it can be like that. But I think she's trying to do whatever she can, and sometimes all you can just do is be there, like just be there, whatever that looks like. But pushing is just gonna aggravate the person who's already upset. Fatima feels like she's responsible for Karen losing her babies. And he tells her, stop being responsible for something you cannot control. While he's trying to hold his own emotions together, but he's not. It's when he put everything into perspective, how Tyler crossed over from Zatima to this. We needed this. We had to get a crossover because, Fatima's she keeps calling out how, he dealt with the Hudson and Gary situation and then had to come to the hospital and deal with this situation, right? So over back at Karen's house, Lisa asked Karen to breastfeed the baby, and Karen just don't want to. I think she wants to connect with her baby, but I think she's grieving so much that she doesn't have the mental capacity to connect with her baby. So my question, and anybody can answer this, but how do you cope with losing one twin while having to bond with the surviving twin? And still have to be, still have to take care of your mental health. You still have to, you still have to be the mom, right? You still have to take care of your babies while you're grieving yourself. You're grieving a loss, but you want to celebrate this. You want to celebrate the win over here, but you're grieving a loss over here. Ooh, my heart, y'all know me. My heart goes out. Okay, hands down. This part pissed me off too. Over at the law office, right? Hayden, girl, I thought we threw Hayden in the trash can somewhere. Okay, because not in the trash can. He's still being a prick. The Andy that we're seeing now, that we've been seeing, this is the Andy that we really need to see. I know she probably having to be wearing black because y'all know KJ had been pregnant, real life pregnant, and trying to do a lot of these scenes. So you'll see a lot of scenes with KJ from here to here. They'll hide everything else. But the Andy that's showing up is the Andy that we need. The stern Andy. We need that. So, it's this back and forth between her and Hayden, which really for me, it's whatever. Hayden gonna be Hayden, but we really need to get rid of him. Where's Robin? All right. Anyway, I'll talk about that at the end. All right. Pissed me off. Next scene that pissed me off. Over at the airport. Danny arrived. Danny's at work. Here come Tony. Sir, ain't you supposed to be in Alaska? Didn't you just get your company sued and you back all up in her face? No boundaries. Just stupid. And then Leonard is back. Okay, Why is Leonard back? Right? Leonard is being a prick. Tyler, you're losing me. You're losing me, sweetheart. You're losing me. All right. So Leonard is back. He tells her there is something going on. He doesn't want to tell her what exactly. So I really don't know what's going on with that. So y'all, we get to the bank. Shout out to Maurice and Paige. I like Maurice and Paige. I like Maurice and Pam. I just like they duo, right? We just love to see Maurice and Paige. At first we ain't like Paige, y'all, but we Paige is here. All right, hey y'all. All right, hello. So Maurice and Paige, at this point, they just annoying. What's her name? Sabrina. So Sabrina comes out and say, hey y'all, just like that. I get it. Your friend, you had to go through this traumatic experience with your friend. I don't even think they know what happened with Andy. I don't think Sabrina or Danny knows what actually happened with Danny last night. With Andy last night. Anyway, because y'all know this Tyler Perry world, so all this stuff happened in about 2 to 3 days. Okay. So Maurice go and check on Sabrina. She tells Maurice, she want to help Karen more. She feels bad for Karen. She feel like, she's walking on eggshells. Maurice tells Sabrina, you can just only be there. Period. Right? So we find out that Sabrina have boy embryos, and she want to be excited about it, but she feels bad to celebrate. And Maurice was like, no, you don't not get to celebrate. You've been wanting this. Like, no, ma'am. I get it that your friend is going through this, but this is your friend's journey in her situation. You should never have to put down your journey because your friend's journey is just a little bit rocky. I'm just saying, like, I just don't think they give Sabrina enough. They don't back Sabrina up like they should, right? So then they talk about Rich. Well, Maurice asked her about Rich. She said she don't want to see Rich, don't want to talk about him, don't want to see him. Maurice said, yeah, with his ugly self. First of all, baby, Rich ain't ugly. Rich is stupid. And y'all know I don't like Rich, but that's fine. All right. So he show up at her job unannounced. This another part. Why? Why is Rich still here? Okay? Why? Why is he here still smelling like Penelope Coochie? Like, please. Tyler. Aaron. Zach gets a knock on the door, right? And it's Aaron. And Aaron brings some donuts. This is what we need. This right here. This is we needed this. Right? Aaron brings Zach donuts to be supportive. He came over because he took the other half of the gifts that Pam bought and that Pam purchased, and he wanted to give them to Zach for Fatima's baby. But y'all, I don't even think we know the sex of the baby. All right. And he was like, he just couldn't take it at the moment. Maybe later he could. So then when I say the crossover happened, this is what a crossover happened. So Zach tells Aaron he's still dealing with the passing of Gladys, which is Zach's mom, if you watch Zatima. He's still dealing with the money that Gary stole, and I don't think they crossed it over to where Preston gave him the money, and he's back in action, right? And then he's still dealing with the custody battle with Michael, of course. And then, the situation between Gary and Hudson. Well, Hudson unalived homegirl, and they almost got unalived. And then he had to turn right around, get to the hospital, and deal with the situation with Faith. And that is enough to make somebody want to break. He said he don't know how to feel. Zach tells, this is probably the realest line I probably heard thus far. Zach told, because Aaron was talking about life, right? This is, life is just happening, yada, yada, yada. Zach said, could you tell life to give me a break? Y'all, there are moments where we definitely want to say, you know what, life, I need a break. I need a break. So Aaron extended, hey, I am here. And I needed that because I got tired of the testosterone battle between them two. So we needed this brotherhood. We needed this, like, man, I feel bad for you because my baby is alive, but yours not. And I'm here from one father to the next to extend empathy and sympathy to you. Right? And so Zach was like, okay. So now I'm hoping Tyler writes in where Zach gets to talk to his therapist, and his therapist can cross over from there to here, come back over here and speak with Zach. But this is what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say but this is what I wanted to see. Like, I was okay with this. So back at the bank, Maurice was ready to cut and tase Rich, and I was right there with him. He was like, with your dry ass smoothies, okay? They ain't smoothie king, okay? So Rich needs to grow up at this point. He accused Sabrina of sleeping with Damani. And I'm just like, girl, Sabrina, call security. Don't y'all have a security guard at the bank? Like a little flashlight cop or something. Girl, Rich would have been escorted right the hell out the bank, right? So we get back over to the law office. Fatima walks in to check on Andy, of course. Everybody know about Fatima being pregnant. Well, when I say everybody, I mean Andy, because she asked her how was the baby. Then Fatima asks Andy how is she doing, and Andy starts to cry. She cried for those babies, and Andy says she can't sleep now. She talks about, because she was talking about how she was feeling about Karen and the babies, but she never talked about the situation that happened when she got kidnapped. She says she can't sleep, think, eat, breathe, and she said like her life has been flashing before her eyes. One of the things I will say that Hayden asked was, where was Gary? So Fatima asked her, where is Gary? Have she heard from Gary? And it was like, no, thank God, but we know he gonna pop up somewhere. Like, I just need all the trauma to stop. Like, give it a minimum and let everybody breathe. Like, let everybody breathe and let everybody have happy moments. And it was like, is this all I'm reduced to? Like, is this it? So I think there's going to be a change in Andy when it comes to her being an attorney. I think probably helping Karen with this case, because I know she's going to go after Dr. Whatever his name is, the doctor, right? I know she's going to go after him. And I think that I'm hoping that they may be like a life-changing event for her and give her more to do as an attorney in another field. I don't know, in another area, helping women, helping pregnant women, helping women that go through stuff, fertility stuff, and doctors that are not doing right by their patients. Anyway, Pam and Miss Lisa go into Karen's room, and Karen doesn't want to eat. She was like, the food has a smell to it. Miss Lisa tells Karen that she have to walk. If you don't get up and walk at least a few minutes a day, you're gonna form blood clots. But Karen said she's tired. She says she's tired of being awake. Now, I was thinking, is she having ideations? Like, just ideations of dealing with the pain of losing a baby. And I like to say she also has that PPD. Postpartum, y'all. Postpartum depression. She said she just want to sleep. Like, that's a lot. You can interpret that in many ways, and I think she just wanted to sleep so she wouldn't have to think about it. But Karen, when you wake up, it's something you have to think about because it's something you're gonna have to deal with. So Lisa was like, I'm not gonna take this disrespect from you. And so Pam was like, hey, don't wake the sleeping bear. But Karen said, and I'm gonna just quote Karen. Karen said, no one can keep me, nobody can help me. I'm lost. I don't want to eat, drink, or walk around. I don't want to be around people who keep telling me I need to feel better, to act like my baby's just not gone. So please let me sleep. Shout out again to Ebony Obsidian. Okay? She ain't saying you show. She, yeah. So Miss Lisa just said, okay. I think Miss Lisa's feelings was really hurt. Like, she's really trying. But I know Miss Lisa not gonna walk away from Karen, y'all. She ain't gonna just discard her daughter, right? So Dr. Vaughn calls Andy. Anyway, he wanted to speak with Karen, check on her. Like, sir, you could have called the other people phone. But I think you wanted to call Andy. But I'm going to leave that there. He tells Andy how passionate she stood up. How passionate it was. How she stood up for Karen. And y'all saw that smirk on Andy's face? Is that another love interest, Tyler? We not mad at it. We not mad at Dr. Vaughn and Andy. Okay, we not mad at this doctor lawyer thing that can possibly have time for each other, and he is a good guy. We need a good guy for her. Okay, good guys. Okay, so Dr. Vaughn tells Andy that Dr. Cruz, this isn't his first time playing with patients. Apparently there has been complaints, lawsuits, and I think at this point Andy just wants to do more, right? So over at the airport, Tony is back in Danny's face, back at her counter. Why? Apparently he turned in his 2-week notice, and now he want to kiss her all in the mouth at the counter of, sir, you may have turned in your notice, but she's still at work. Like, this is what I'm talking about. The overstepping when it comes to Penelope, Rich, and what's his name? Tony. I cannot with them. I cannot. Even Hayden. Like, the level of disrespect that these people have. They have no regard for anybody because they only want their shit to be heard. Like, we over them. So Sabrina and Rich are arguing at this point. Very unprofessional to me. Penelope shows up at the bank wanting to speak to Sabrina. Why do you want to speak to Sabrina? Maurice called her ma'am, meat mouth ma'am. No, you can't go speak to her. Like, do you want to get cut? Okay? We don't like you. We don't like you, Penelope. Why are you here? Why are you here? There is no purpose for you. Go with your brother. Go be great somewhere else in another state. Okay? So Paige asked Maurice, hey, should I call the police? Maurice was like, child, no, this is a black bank. Lord, I can't. Anyway, this where the episode ended. Why is Hayden, Rich, Tony, Penelope, why are they still around? Where is Robin? Where is Gary? And why did we know that Danny got a brother? Apparently her brother gonna show up next week. Okay? Like, Tyler, don't piss us off with this stupid stuff. We had a good thing, and we had a good run these past 3 episodes, all right? And here you come with the stupid stuff, okay? I'm gonna take that word, y'all. I promise. I don't often use that word stupid, but I just think I'm gonna take that word out of my vocabulary, right? I got y'all covered. But yeah. I think this new Sabrina about to rise up, child. I don't know. It's too much. But I don't want to be so focused on Karen and Zach that we missed everybody else. So let the storylines commence. All right. While we gonna go ahead and we gonna roll with this Tyler Perry shindig. I do not know, and that's another thing. I don't know when Beauty and Black come on, but I will pick season 2 back up. If y'all have not, I already have season 1. Check out my playlist. Also, if you like Divorce Sisters, that is also in my playlist that I have. So check that out as well. And let me know what y'all think down in the comments, please. And if you have not, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on your way out. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.